Hey guys, Michael here. So I'm back with my WEN generator for an update. I got some good news, some bad news, and some advice that I think every generator owner should follow. Stay tuned. So I just finished my initial break-in period. I'm right at 8.1 hours according to my hour meter, and so I had to do my first oil change. It was a little weird tilting this over to get the oil out of it. However, I used a Gatorade bottle to capture the oil and it didn't make a mess at all. Also, on the dipstick, the magnetic tip dipstick did its job. I found there's some residue at the end of that thing. It's almost like a really fine mud, and I know that's metal shaving, so it did a great job at grabbing that and keep it from circulating in here. So as far as the bad news goes, well, I ran this for the first day for about six and a half hours, and then a couple of days later I ran it again because I'm going through the break-in period. I got to about 7.4 hours and it ran out of gas. So I put more gas in it, and from then on it would not run again. It would run for just 6-7 seconds maybe, and that was it. It would just die over and over and over. Every time I pull it, it would run great and it would die. So I called WEN. WEN had me try something on the inside. It did not affect it either way, so they said, well, let's get it to a authorized repair place and get it repaired. WEN uses Northern Tool. Luckily Northern Tool is down the street from me, so I took it down there, dropped it off. Unfortunately, Northern Tool was a little bit backed up because, well, after the big storm, everybody's getting their generators, fixed and repaired. Plus, it's springtime; everybody's getting their lawnmowers and weed eaters repaired. So the small engine repair guy was just swamped. It took me 18 days to get the generator back. Not a big deal. There's no storms in the Gulf. I wasn't sweating, hoping to, I got to get this thing back right away. So the verdict was WEN ended up replacing the carburetor on this. For some reason, the carburetor wasn't giving enough spray to keep this thing running. As soon as they replaced it, started up, no problem. So that's the bad news. The good news is WEN came through. They were able to repair it. The 2-year warranty works. It wasn't a big deal, really easy to do. So I just picked up the phone and called their 800 number and got it fixed. So that's the good news. As far as the advice I can give anybody with a generator, definitely follow the book, do what you're supposed to do, and run it. Don't just buy it and say, yeah, this will be ready whenever winter time comes or when a storm comes. I know it's going to work. It may not. So make sure you run your generator the way it's supposed to according to the manual. On this one, I have to run this thing once a month for 30 minutes. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use my log and actually write it down in here. I actually wrote down that I got it repaired, so I had that information on the history of this thing. But follow the manual. Definitely run this thing. It may be brand new, but that doesn't mean it's going to be reliable until you test it and try it out, especially if you buy a brand new one. And it's under that factory warranty. These things can go up to I think 2,000 hours worth of runtime. That's a long time. So you running it for 16-20 hours when you first buy it, just to make sure it's going to be reliable and there for you, highly recommended. Also, go with the monthly schedule of running it. But anyway, that's it. So the bad news was it died. The good news is WEN came through, and the definite advice is read the manual, follow the instructions, and do your maintenance on your generator. So appreciate you watching. See you next time.